Welcome to Eugene on a beautiful Saturday afternoon to begin a full day and night of Pac-12 basketball. We kick it off, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky at the mat. And look at this, a battle for second place in the Pac-12 as we headed towards mid-February. The Washington State Cougars and the Oregon Ducks, the road to Vegas. It's presented by Las Vegas, home of the Pac-12 basketball tournament. And yes, that's right, Oregon has gone to 8-4. The Washington State Cougars, not many would have thought they'd be at 8-4 in the conference, and here they are playing for second place right behind Arizona. Bill Walker here, and you kind of feel it today. You feel that this has become a big-time Pac-12 February game.
Ted, as we're rolling along the rivers here and we're bouncing from star to star, from the Berkeley Hills to the Willamette Valley and Skinner Butte, from Strawberry Creek to the Willamette River. It's all happening right now, and with Arizona at the top playing at Colorado at the end of the day today, the winner of this game could very well be tied for first place in the all-important battle for the best seeding. As we tip this game off today, there are so many storylines, Ted, that can just tantalize the mind and the soul, imagination and curiosity. It's all right here.
Oscar Clough going at Dante.
Let it fly.
Wells does. Wells, who had a terrific night in Corvallis on Thursday.
Jalen Wells has completely changed the tenor of life for the Washington State Cougars.
Long rebound. Ooh, nicely done. Wow, Miles Rice untangled from Tracy there.
Whoa, now that's a big
look at
time.
Isaac Jones timing that jump perfectly.
Oregon has only lost one game. Oregon lost here to Arizona. They got pounded. And then Washington State lost to Oregon 89-84.
Isaac Jones, look at that
touch.
And Bill, we've seen it, we talked about it when we've seen him, and his footwork is pretty good inside.
It's perfect. Yeah. It's flawless.
Rice did a good job there staying. Shellstad tried to backdoor him. And now late clock, Shellstad has to, didn't give it up. Rigsby has to.
He can finish.
No, shot clock violation before the ball's released.
That looked good to me. And Greg Nixon is looking at Vern Harris.
Yeah, Dana Altman immediately pointed to the monitor, said, check this out.
So let's talk about Dana while they look at this. Because
looks like Vern got it right.
Well, Diawara is a stud. 4 years at Stetson, Central Florida. Send it back.
And it is.
Face
Here
the
comes
floor.
Yakumovsky. Winsue
had a very strong game against Oregon State.
A good shot fake there by Miles Rice, and he went right into Diawara's body.
That guy, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame now. What are you going to do, wait till he dies? Please.
And what Dana Altman is hoping that the last month will do is get his team back into the NCAAs. They've been in the NIT the last 2 years. They would very much like to get back to where they feel they belong, as that three is knocked down by Wells, his second.
Washington State blocks shots. Washington State is the second tallest team in college basketball. My goodness.
Well, Dana Altman's going to remind his team, as he did 66 times yesterday, that zero can shoot.
The rapids of the Willamette just below Skinner Butte. Got to see Rachel. She was out there running. Peter was hiking around the top of the butte. We shared our morning prayers and thoughts.
Winsue is in the game again for Washington State. We've not seen Chinyeru in this first half. Tough shot. Wow! Man. Yeah, the Jalen Wells. That was like, it's so tough.
KJ Evans was right in his face on the double team. They're now double teaming Jalen Wells. And great defense by Oscar Clough.
Bobby Gross is loving you now, putting him in that sentence with those two guys. That's good. Hall of Famers.
Bobby Gross.
Oh, I know. He was part of your team. I know.
He's the reason we won. He always outplayed his opponent. Never statistically, but in the team game, which is what it's about. Clough, can he finish?
Yes, Clough does finish.
Shellstad has given up nothing to Miles Rice today.
Wow, Rice got the right again. Boy, Rigsby took his left drive away, and Rice just went right down the lane, and there was no help.
Brennan Rigsby is a phenomenally talented. That's an offensive foul.
Yes, on Evans. That'll be his second in the first half.
Jalen Wells just standing in there. The students behind us don't agree, but it's just an easy play to call. He just runs right over him. Clough has just been superb here. Nice pass.
Again, Clough dribbled it once and then scored.
That jump hook, that is what enables you to succeed against players who are bigger, stronger, and have more athleticism. And now Oscar Clough dealing, dishing from the high post. Get to the right-hand jump hook.
Yeah, there he's going, right on Evans, and scores it. And again, it's right there. Isaac Jones is so good at it, even though the teams know it's coming. Can you stop it? 6 straight points here for the Ducks. Remember, they closed the first half well.
Clough has got to be better with that ball.
Rice hits
goodness.
it. Big shot, Miles Rice.
So many great players. Young guards in the Conference of Champions, the greatest of all conferences. The sad and embarrassing news yesterday with Chip Kelly and the football program at UCLA. My goodness. What is going on here? Beautiful.
There's Oscar Clough with a nice spin and move.
Push the ball. Somehow find a way to create open shots.
Chinyelu in, set a nice screen. That's Ruben Chinyelu. Set that beautiful screen.
Dana is barking all the time. And yesterday he changes the bark up. Yesterday it was do your job, know your opponent, get through the pits, and show some toughness, please, in every way. He was challenging these guys. He was upset about the collapse late against Washington.
Nice delivery by Winsu. Delivers that to Isaac Jones. And by the way, at that last inbounds, Miles Rice really showed some leadership.
Washington State is not a super deep team. They really have just about 7 players.
And Clough in. Well, this game is continuing this trend lately that the least effective statistic in basketball to me is when we talk about bench points. I don't understand it.
I was in that region when I was 17 years old playing for our U.S. national team.
All right, Kuznard back in out of the timeout.
Send it back,
Winsu blocks. Kuznard had been out for a little bit because he has 3 fouls, as does Isaac Jones and Yakimovsky for the Cougars. Those 3 players have 3 fouls here, which just go under 10.
Quick hands by the Cougars, and finally Dante back in the game. Things will change underneath the basket for the Cougars.
And the other, as we hit the last 10 minutes of the game, now Yakimovsky's not scored yet today.
Great
he get
passing.
going. Clough, nice touch. Oscar Clough's had a nice game. That's 10 points and 5 rebounds for Clough.
There's my jacket. And I told him to put the caption on this. Kyle Smith, 5th-year coach with a new recruit, a 50th-year grad transfer. Injuries, the breaks in the game, turnover here.
And Shellstad running. And Isaac Jones denying.
That is spectacular. The Ducks are saying goaltending. The explosiveness, that looks like the volcano going off in the Cascades. That's just a great
goaltend there.
Send it back, Isaac Jones. IJ, excuse me. I'm trying to get my consonants right.
No player has more than 3 fouls. That's a nice
Isaac Jones has 3.
Yes, nobody has more than 3 in the game.
But the way he runs and moves is just a thing of beauty. And his story, he was not even in basketball.
Clough.
Whoa.
Oscar Clough. That gets the Cougar bench up.
I don't think we're in the hack and hex zone yet. We're in the Miles Rice zone here. Now the pressure is all on this young man who a year ago was playing Division II basketball for the Sonoma State Seawolves.
And this is a shooting foul, so it's 2 shots, and Wells is an 83% foul shooter.
Yesterday in practice, the 20 out of 26 free throw, he was ice. This is a different situation. Perfect. The big man and the big moment. Who will that be?
No, short.
Miles Rice
got the rebound.
Oh.
Wow.
What are the rules of rebounding? Number
Wow.
one, anticipate it'll be missed. Didn't look like the Ducks were ready. Get your hands above your shoulders. Didn't like they had it there. And then go get the ball. They certainly didn't do this. Look at all the Duck hands way down around their waists.
Right off Dante and the deflection into Miles Rice, and he will shoot 2. This is foul 10 on Oregon.
Dana Altman cannot believe this turn of events. It's so tenuous.
And that's the 5th foul. So that's what we'll hold here is that was Jadrian Tracy, Bam Tracy's 5th foul.
Who was a key component to this Duck attack on both ends of the floor.
So Oquendo is in to replace him. Rice has 2.
Who hasn't been much of a factor tonight, but that free throw right there. Miles Rice looking up there and saying, okay, how many of these do you want me to make in a row? I mean, he's a one dribble and let it fly, and they both nothing but net.
So 3 points at the foul line for the Cougars. Kyle Smith takes a timeout. Well, and again, remember what the Cougars trying to get a road sweep. It would be their 5th road win in conference play. 5th road win. And would position them wonderfully again, knowing they have just one trip to they have to make the Arizona trip. That's the only road game they have left after this. Shellstad going in, falling. Kuznard, no. Dante, yes. Tip out of bounds to the Cougars with 13 seconds.
Wow.
There's Kuznard. Rice hits.
Push the ball if you're the Ducks. Desperation threes.
Well, they have to shoot a 3 now. Rigsby will. And Rigsby misses, and that is it. And the Washington State Cougars are now in 2nd place in the Pac-12.
And with Colorado hosting Arizona, if Colorado wins, Arizona has not had success up in Boulder. The Cougars could very well be tied at the end of the day for first place. They're the hottest team. Kyle Smith, class act, goes over there and encourages everybody.
I'm going to say something, Bill. 13 games in, 7 games to go. You look at Kyle Smith now, I'm seeing COY.
Coach of the year. Well, team of the year. They've won now 8 out of their last 9.